We can look at this as a shoulder, head and shoulder, the neckline. So if I look at this here and take the head to that level there, this is what we're supposed to do. On this, I'm going to then add that to the breakout there. Hi everyone, welcome back to another trading day. It is Friday, 20 September 2024. Today I'll be trading long on the New Zealand, the Aussie and the pound, and short the CAD, the US and the Swiss franc. Let's kick off with the dollar index. You can see after a big spike up yesterday, that's what I meant yesterday. Let's see what happens last night where it closes, then we will have direction. So spike down, spike up, but closing down, showing us that the net result of these 2 days is bearish candle and it's breaking through these lows. So I guess the next stop would be this level here. If you go back in the history, you'll find that support level there on the dollar index. So I think we got clear-cut direction for another week of two. Definitely dollar bearish. So if we look at gold, our gold trade doing very, very well. We've got the long and the bullish engulfing, the hammer candle flying up nicely, pushing yesterday very nicely after the FOMC meeting spike there. We still see it pushing. We're trying to break that $2,600 levels. Once we can break that, we should get our final target at $26.30. We already took a target at $25.75. So already banked some profits here. Now we're going just for the $26.30, and hopefully that will happen. Nothing else here, just the dollar definitely weak. I want to be long here. If you look at the 4-hour charts here, you'll see a little bit of a breakout happening this morning. Not a big great one, but there's a little bit of a breakout coming in there, which is not something I would really use at present. I thought earlier this morning I can use this, but not that keen anymore on it. But still, it is a sort of an entry for a weak dollar against gold. So not a bad entry at all, but it's not a formal trade for me. Before we continue, thank you for today's sponsor again, Incasu. When your business needs a reporting platform to improve the quality and speed of making decisions, consider Insight BI, a seamless add-on for reporting and business intelligence. Insight BI is an all-in-one, cloud-based 24/7 reporting solution. For more info, check out the link in the description. Bitcoin catching a bit here, also all the other cryptocurrencies. You can see it's breaking this level now, which is very nice for me. We can look at this as a shoulder, head and the shoulder, the neckline. So if I look at this here and take the head to that level there. So this is what we're supposed to do. On this, I'm going to then add that to the breakout there. Okay, that's to the breakout. And that takes us to up to a target of roughly $80,000. So that could be the minimum target objective of this bottom head and shoulders that we see here. You see a shoulder, head, shoulder, the neckline. So usually we just take that distance from there to there, add it to the breakout. That's your minimum target objective. I'm not saying it will only go there. So it seems like we're in the clear. We might see new all-time highs. Well, if it gets up there, we will see all-time highs. So that breakout is also good of the sideways channel. That's where the whole story changed. I think then the 6, 7, 8 months of sidewaysness is done. So I would like to see a nice decent close above $70,000. Then I'm going to be happy. And this, anything that you trade from here, 80 would definitely be a very nice target level. I still believe we're going to see before the close of the year $100,000. I think it's just the election in the US that must come. It's about 45 days still. So that looks good. The rest of the cryptocurrency space also breaking out of sideways ranges. I have showed them previously last week and this week. Dogecoin, this nice falling wedge, the break, the retest, the reversals. Polkadot, also the break, the retest, the reversals, trends changing. Ethereum also break, retest. This one now changing trend. So they can all fly up now to previous highs. XRP still needs to break, but it's very close. You can see it's a strong candle formed yesterday. Today still forming a strong candle, so I have high hopes there. Solana breaking out very nicely, and also Bitcoin Cash, well, haven't broken out yet, but in the process. XLM's busy breaking, Chainlink breaking now. Uniswap, okay, I don't have something there. Cardano is the one that battles a bit here. You can see it's haven't broken out yet, but it's pushing. So quite a few things to watch for short-term traders, and definitely something we can do on the short-term side. I use these to purchase some more on top of my dollar averaging stuff, trying to find good levels there, and I will buy some more outside of my dollar averaging, which I do every single month. Then move back to the currencies, the Aussie Swiss, Aussie green zone, Swiss red zone, wanna be long, retracement, 50% structure, definitely looking for a counter reversal there. I'll take some longs. The Dow Jones on a weak dollar, which is stock market bullish. Now that we've got the FOMC meeting behind us, we've got the futures closeout behind us yesterday, so maybe today or next week, the retracement back to the 61% FIB level, right at structure there. That's the area I'm going to look for some longs. Euro Swiss, Euro neutral, not after that. Swiss red zone, I want to be short Swiss, going long here will give me that nice swing, retracement back to 50% level. Bulls can prove themselves with a candle reversal. I'll then take some longs. Pound Swiss, strong run up the page after a very big consolidation period. Remember now, we get extreme moves with this extended sideways ranges. So we got a strong break. So retracement would be good for me. I don't want to buy up there. I want this to retrace back to the 60, the support level here. And if you look at the pound green zone there, Swiss red zone, so I want to be long here, but I'm going to wait for retracement. If it doesn't, then I step aside. New Zealand yen. New Zealand now in the green zone. Yen dropped down to the red zone and then neutral zone, but I'm after the New Zealand long. On my mentoring program, we've got a very nice end of day long, which is doing really good at this stage. But on the New Zealand yen, definitely something I want to be long in, but I'm going to wait for retracement back to the 61% FIB level, or in between 50 and 60. That's the area. Brand new trend starting, so I'm very excited about this one. Pound yen, similar scenario, nice directional swing, downtrend changing into an uptrend. Look at the pound, second strongest of them all, yen neutral, not after that, but I'm after the pound long for today, a retest of the 61% level here at structure. Candle reversal there, that will definitely draw my attention and look for some longs. And the Euro Aussie, big swing down the page. Retracement needed back to the 50-61% level. You can see here, Euro I'm not after, but I'm after the Aussie long. And shorting this will give me the Aussie long. So I need the retest there. Structure coming in there. You can see even in the history it was quite a strong level. But I need that retest. Once it gets there and I get some nice strong counter reversal, I'll then do some shorts. But guys, trading isn't just about my insights. Please fill up the comments below this video. You can support this channel by checking out all the links in the description. Thank you for joining me today on this trading journey. Remember that trading carries risk, so don't forget to trade responsibly and never trade with money you cannot afford to lose. Can't wait to see my next video. Until then, trade well.